much for stopping by. This is Olusegun, popularly known as DSK. Welcome to Study Abroad Options, Study Abroad Opportunities. And on this video today, I want to ask us some salient questions. Okay. In the previous video I mentioned 8, 9 different checklists that you need to have, and you need to confirm that they are in place before you even start your process of studying abroad. Okay. He who fails to plan is not even planning to fail, has failed already. Okay. You don't want to weaken your chances with unpreparedness. Okay. So if you have not watched that, please go back and watch that. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? If you want quality information on study abroad, study opportunities abroad, you want to be subscribed to this channel. You want to share it so that other people can have good information, so that they can make good choices and have the good life that they dream or deserve, or both. Okay. So today I'm going to be asking some 4 salient questions. Okay. Some of us have started this process. We've done it. We've finished it. We've started again. We're still doing it. And my goal is to help a lot of people to achieve their study route. Okay. Progress is perfection. Anybody that says school is a scam has been scammed already. He or she does not just know. So for those that want to progress with their education, their career, their job prospect, or even use that as a route to immigrate into another country and settle in, why not? There are thousands of options. But there are not a lot of people that are prepared enough, or there are not a lot of people that have asked themselves some salient questions and they've answered it. So 4 questions, okay? You need to answer those 4 really, really carefully. Like somebody said, everybody can travel. Of course, everybody can't, and everybody even shouldn't travel because everybody don't want to travel. But there are 4 questions I want to ask you, and I wrote them down so that I don't lose them. Number 1 is, if you don't get a job abroad, are you going to be financially capable to survive? Okay. Okay, these are thoughtful questions you need to ask yourself. Okay, if you don't get a job, are you financially prepared? Will you get support from family, maybe parents, to see you through this process? Because this process is not cheap. Everybody's not going to get 100% scholarship. Even if you get part scholarship, the remaining part, by the time you convert it to your local currency, you will know it's not cheap. It's not cheap. And you don't want to be a pest to anybody abroad, okay? Because the country will be like, did you not show proof of funds? So what changed? What happened? Did you lose your proof of funds or what? Okay, if you don't get a job, are you going to survive? Do you have people that can hold you together, or you're going to be crying? It's not easy sending naira or cedis and changing it to dollars or euro or pound. It's not easy. Do the calculations. It's not easy. 1 month's rent here can probably pay 1 year rent in the local currency. Okay? So, number 1, if chances are you will get something. It doesn't have to be a white collar job. It could be a blue collar job. It could be a menial job, whatever, anything to keep you going. But if you don't get, what are you going to do? Are you going to survive, or you're going to abandon the whole program and it becomes a failed project for you? That's not what you want, right? Okay, number 2 question. Are you aware of the immigration graduate pathway? Because the idea is that after you study, you pay so much in a foreign country, the least you deserve is to get a chance to practice what you've studied and to probably get the work experience, whether 1 year, 2 years, or whatever. And you will need to switch out of study visa, right? Because you're not studying anymore. So are you aware of the study route, like the immigration visa study route, from your student visa into what? How many years do you get? See, a lot of people don't consider that. So they finish studying and you have to go back when you're not ready to go back. I think that is not fair on anybody. And if you didn't do your research properly, that is not fair on you. So whether you want to study in America, in Australia, in Canada, in UK, Europe, those are the top 5 destinations, right? Okay. So after your study, what next? If it's bachelor's, is it 3 years? Is it 4 years? After that, what next? What is the government of that country going to give you a chance to even practice all the stuffs that you have learned? Then after that, what next? Is there like a route If you want to stay in the country, is there a sure route that helps you or supports you to stay? Some of these countries are cracking down on these things. So before you begin to put millions of naira or cities or safer together, you need to know the end from the beginning and the beginning from the end. Okay? All right. That's number two. Number three question you want to ask yourself: are you mentally ready to withstand the culture shock? A lot of people don't prepare for this. You see, they call it jackpa, jackpa, jackpa. You and I know what that means. It means different things to different people, but you know what it means to you. Um, when I say culture shock, what do I mean? Like the weather. Can you withstand crazy temperatures like minus 20 degrees, minus 30 degrees? Some places in Europe, in some places in Canada. Okay, Australia is even good. Is the temperature there is good. UK is fairly good. Even winter can get to -5, -7. But some countries in Europe could get to -25, -30. Canada could get to -32. What are you gonna do? Are you going to run away or what? So somebody might say human beings are surviving there. Have you learned their survival strategies? Have you learned their coping mechanisms? And that's not the only culture shock. Some people come to abroad and they are craving their local food, and some even get sick when they don't get their local food. Can your body adjust to whatever you see? If you like pepper so much, you might struggle to see pepper here. Is your body going to survive without pepper? Okay. Some culture shock could be you have to do everything yourself. So if you are so dependent on people and you can't live without people assisting you, supporting you to clean after you, to cook your meals, to wash your clothes, you have to do all of those things yourself. You have to be self-resilient, self-reliant, and self-dependent. DIY, do it yourself. Okay, if you have maids running around helping you in your home country, you're not gonna get that here. Okay, and I'm gonna leave this for the last culture shock. Um, are you mentally strong to withstand the way people might look at you depending on the color of your skin? So in this part of the world, they know how to stare, and I'm going to teach you something. And they stare so much, I stare back at them like, is your purse missing or something? Are you something dropped from you or what? You've not seen a dude before? What? So this is so as in some people break down because maybe they're not personally developed enough to handle those kind of things. Really? So it's culture shock. Are you ready for all of those? Okay. Some people can't sweep for a living back in their country. If that is what you have to do temporarily to survive here, are you going to feel like some big boy? Well, you're dealing with hunger, bro. So, can you deal with that change of environment? Can you deal with that? If you can't, you don't want to start this process. You don't, because some people do it and they say, God forbid, I'm going back. Oh, you didn't research it before you started? Okay, not everybody's going to get a bank job abroad. Some are going to get some menial jobs. Can you manage it while you're studying or something before the big one comes? So there's a bit of mental adjustment that has to happen, and that's the third one. Okay, the fourth one and the last one I'm going to be doing for this session is if it doesn't work out the first time, are you the type that quits after the first one goes wrong? Okay, so the word fail is spelled FAIL, and it has a meaning. It means first attempt in learning. So are you the type that if you try, let's say, Australia or something, it doesn't work, you're like, maybe it's not for me? Excuse me, when you were learning to walk, you fell down average of 51 times. Did you say walking is not for me? When you were talking, you didn't start with sentence. You started with ba 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 da da mama. So does that mean talking wasn't meant for you? So if you're not strong to answer this question, if I apply to 5 schools, they all refuse me. Am I going to go for the sixth school? If I apply for the whole of 2024 and I don't get through, am I going to give it a because at times you don't get some things right the first time. How many times did this guy try to invent electricity? Do the research. Okay, so for every time you try, you discover what you did not do well enough. and that becomes cumulative knowledge and experience. Some of us have, some of us, we got some opportunities right the first time. Some of us, we had to do it like 3, 4, 5 times. Everybody's different. So these are the 4 questions you need to ask yourself. And I hope the answers are going to be good enough, positive enough, so that you can begin this process. Okay. So if you're not subscribed to this channel yet, um, I like to think you want to do that, because what you're going to get is quality information, quality updates, quality, guidance to start, go through, and conclude your study abroad options and opportunities. Okay. And for those returning back to my channel, I want to say thank you very much. Put your comments, whatever questions you have, put it in the comment section. Help to share this so that more people can get access to this good information that you're getting. Okay. So till we meet next time, this is Olusegun, popularly known as DSK. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next video.